Now, this is one crazy fact about the IRS Offer and Compromise program. It is not the best program. But many people want the IRS program. They want to settle out the back taxes through a front-end settlement, which is what the Offer and Compromise program is. But the reason I say that it's not the best program is because for many different reasons. And here's 5 different situations when you shouldn't file at all. The best tax relief program could be a combination of different strategies to help you resolve your tax problems. In order to determine to see what's the best available tax relief program, we have to evaluate the totality of your circumstances. And in order to evaluate the Offer and Compromise program, the first thing we have to evaluate is your current finances, which we have to evaluate what is your current income, your monthly household expenses, and what is the net value of your assets, your home, your cars, any type of investment, your retirement accounts. So if you have sufficient assets that could pay off the IRS taxes, or your net disposable income is enough to pay off the taxes within the statute date, then this program is not for you. You have to evaluate an alternative solution, which I'm going to talk a little bit about that at the end of this video. Another reason why you shouldn't file an offer and compromise is if you're not all caught up with your current tax filings. In order for the IRS to even consider an offer and compromise, you must be caught up in all the tax filings. If you happen to submit an offer and compromise and you're not caught up, it's going to be immediately returned, not rejected, returned. And one of the next reasons why you shouldn't file an offer and compromise is if you have not fixed the root cause of you owing balances. What happens if you get an offer and compromise accepted and then the following year or in 2 years from now, you have a brand new balance because you haven't fixed the root cause? Every offer and compromise that does get accepted, you're under a 5-year probationary period if the IRS ever accepts an offer and compromise. So if you ever file late or have a brand new balance on your taxes, the original balance comes back to your account. So you're stuck owing the same debt brand new. So if you're in business or self-employed, you got to make estimated tax payments and have your accounting on lockdown. And if you're a W-2 wage earner earning wages from a paycheck, you got to fix your W-4 form at work to make sure there's enough taxes being taken out. That way in future tax time, you have no new balances and you're all caught up in your tax filings. The next one's a very big deal. Regarding any tax debt cases, the first thing we take a look at is what's the 10-year rule, meaning the IRS will actually write off the balances down to 0 automatically. So if you happen to have a tax debt and the IRS is maybe within the 2-year mark, meaning they're going to write off the balances, it wouldn't be a great idea to file the offer and compromise. If you're having financial hardship, you could apply for what's known either a hardship payment plan or the non-collectible status. And the reason why, because those 2 programs do not extend the 10-year time frame. Versus if you go through the offer and compromise program and it fails, it rejects, you have extended the 10-year time frame throughout the duration of the offer and compromise plus an additional 6 months. So make sure you keep an eye out for that 10-year rule. And another tip is if you have multiple years where you owe the IRS balances, each of those years has its own 10-year expiration date. And the last reason why you shouldn't even bother filling out an offer and compromise is if you're not physically, emotionally ready to go through the whole motions. The offer and compromise is a very lengthy program. And there are times where you submit an original packet to the IRS, it does get assigned an agent down the road and they might want to review your updated information. And if you're not committed to this long drawn out process, then it might just wear you down to the point that you might want to give up. So you got to make sure that you're in it for the long haul. And if you're experiencing some trouble with the IRS, we actually provide a free case review. And in addition, I have put out a complete free guide that covers everything from A to Z, how you can go ahead and fix your tax problems. The link is posted below, whether you want a free case review or you want the free guide. If you're finding this video useful in resolving your IRS tax problems and you want to see more, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to my channel.